Let's go live. Let's go live. Guys, let me know if you can hear me loud and clear. We are live on the Kempire here on YouTube. We're also live on Facebook, the Kempire and Kempire Daily on Facebook. We're live on Twitch. No, not Twitch. Twitter. Yes, we are. Guys, let me know if you can hear me loud and clear. And also let me know where you're watching from. Oh, I have not been in the studio so long. I forgot where everything is. I don't have all the things set up the way and I was only gone for like a week. I don't know what's going to happen when I'm gone for 2 weeks. Who knows? Happy Thirsty Thursday, guys. You know, we haven't done a Thirsty Thursday in a very long time, but you know, if you've been here a while, our Thirsty Thursday is all about just a mashup of reality TV news, and pop culture news. This will be all reality TV news. Miss Esquire, what's going on? Shout out to everyone in the chat. Let me know where you guys are watching from. Let's get into a countdown. Spread the word. We are really live. This is not for play. We are really live, and we will be taking calls. I want to hear your thoughts on Gizelle and the anti-Semitic. People are saying that's anti-Semitic comments that she made on her podcast. We have to talk about Melissa Gorga on Watch What Happens Live. We also got to talk about the latest, episode of the Real Housewives in New Jersey. We got to talk about Latocha Scott and that album. Latocha bamboozled Motown Gospel. She said, I'm going to give you guys a gospel album. Okay. We're going to talk about that. Tanisha says, I've been lost without Take Tuesday takeovers. That's coming back next week. I got to catch up on 90 Day Fiance. That's Tuesdays at 12:30 p.m. Eastern, guys. But this will be sort of like Tuesday Takeover, but just not covering the same things. We're also going to talk about Vanderpump Rules, the latest episode, because I have a lot of opinions on this latest episode. Are you guys over Sandaval? Are you over it? I feel like I'm seeing a lot on social media that people are over this whole Sandaval situation and everyone on the cast. I should have threw on my Send It to Daryl sweatshirt, but it's 87 degrees here in New York City. Anyone else lose power here in New York? I lost power twice. I said, oh, I guess we might not be having Thirsty Thursday, so let me hurry up and get through this before we lose power again. No, it's been good for the last hour or so. Let's hope it stays this way. But if I disappear all of a sudden, or if it freezes, then you know what happened, okay? But no, it's going to be okay. We're going to have a good time for our Thirsty Thursday. We have to talk about it all. Let's get into a countdown. Let me know where you guys are watching from, and don't forget to like the video. Oh, we also got to talk about some Real Housewives of Atlanta news. Let's get into this.
Baby, baby, won't you listen to me? I got that flavor. I know you're dying to feed. I ain't no dancer, just got some hip in my feet. Now throw your hands up. You bring the lighter, I got the fuse. You make a fire, I'll add the fuel. Follow my lead, just watch your shoes. Gotta turn the heat up to get this cool.
Welcome back to the Kempire channel, your number one source for pop culture news and music, entertainment, reality TV, and so much more. We are back in the studio. However, we did post 2 new videos earlier today, one about the Shanquella Robinson story. Let's elevate that story. So often these stories, especially about Black women, just fall to the wayside. And I want you guys to make sure that you're amplifying that story. So be sure to check out that video. Also, we need to amplify the other story in regards to Monique. Monique is suing CBS Paramount for unpaid royalties for the Parkers. So be sure to check that out if you missed that earlier today as well. And thank you guys so much for gifting Kempire memberships. That's really nice of you guys. And also thank you so much for the super chat, Julie. Julie, who's usually here for our Tuesday takeovers too. Julie says, oh, hold on. Let me fix this, y'all. Hold on. Let me fix this. See, I'm out of the studio and things just start acting up. Just start acting up. Hold on. Let me turn on all my stuff, y'all. It's a live show. It's a live show, but we're going to get this together. We're going to get this together. Okay. Hold on. Hold on. Let's back. There we go. All right. Judy, thank you so much for the super chat. Julie, sorry. Julie says, you need to do a poll on who's over V. I know. I meant to do that on the community tab. I am. But I do want to know, are you guys over the Vanderpump Rules? First of all, Vanderpump Rules in general or just Sandaval? Just asking. Just asking. Thank you for the super chat. And shout out to all of our members of the channel. We appreciate you guys as well. This is a special Thirsty Thursday. You know, we haven't done Thirsty Thursdays since the Real Housewives of Salt Lake City ended. But I was like, okay, I need to go live today and talk about a few different topics. So you know how we like to start off our Tuesday takeover and our Thirsty Thursday with some good news. I'm back. I think that's good news. I think that's good news. Shout out to all of you. Someone's watching from Guyana. Some of you are watching from Philly. Some of you are watching from New York City, Brooklyn. Some of you are watching from California. Norma, let me know if I can talk about what you sent me. I think we can. I think that's why you sent it to me. Anyways, we are going to get into Vanderpump Rules because I have to say, I'm still invested. I'm still watching the old episodes from the past season. Again, it's sort of like so odd to watch the old seasons after I just literally watched her wedding again this week, her second wedding, Scheana's, only to find, okay, we will get to that. We will get to that in a second. Oh, thanks. Okay, Norma said, all right. We'll talk about that during Vanderpump Rules. If I forget, remind me. All right. So at the top of this, I want to talk about some of the things that we haven't been able to talk about together. First off, SWV and Xscape, the Queens of R&B is over. Damn. I was so mad that they were going to have, it was Easter this past weekend. So I was so mad that the season finale happened while I was away because I did want to go live and talk about it with you guys. But I did do a recap. However, I had to talk a little bit. First of all, it was a great season. Great for us, but probably very triggering for a lot of people, especially with the whole Latocha and Tamika situation. We had to talk and report on all of the side stories that came out from that whole situation. I'm sure Latocha is happy that this show is done because maybe the heat is a little bit off of her right now. But hold up, I got some more. I got some more. First of all, I haven't seen any confirmation on if the album went wood or not, or how the album did. However, I thought I was the only one because I did listen to a couple of songs because I didn't want to just be like, oh, I'm not going to listen. I wanted to hear a couple songs just to see if it was any good and if she was doing all the, you know what I mean? And no, some of the songs are really good. But Latocha, you just cannot help but lie to everybody. She lied to Motown Gospel that this was a gospel album. It's me. Hi, I'm the problem. It's me. She lied to us. That song, Afraid, and in the video, she's bringing up everything that's been happening on the show. I mean, she looks great though. Can I give her that? Look, she looks great. But she lied to Motown Gospel and told them, I'm going to give you guys a gospel album. I'm waiting to hear the gospel. Just because you mention God doesn't make a song gospel. Right? So, okay, while I was away, you saw in that last episode, Latocha was confronted by her group members for what's his name? What's his name? Tyrone? What's his name? Rocky. Why did I forget his name? I'm trying to wipe him out of my memory. So she's confronted that he's getting kickbacks. She calls him, and then we get this confessional with him. Do I have the pictures from the confessional? I think I do, actually. I don't even know if I want to even do this to you guys by bringing up the confessional pictures. Where's the confessional picture? Oh, damn it. I don't have it prepared. I told you I lost power for like an hour, so I couldn't really, I lost an hour of prep time. It's okay though. You already saw it. You already saw his face and his humana. Yes, not Edward stealing hands. I can't. My thing is, if you're going to be a liar, at least be good at it. You guys have been allegedly lying for a long time. You couldn't convince anybody with those lies. And then Latasha chiming on in, I was just like, girl, you're not helping the situation. But I'm going to lay off of her. I was really waiting to see if we could talk about the album sales. I have to say I think her song Afraid hit number 24 on the gospel charts. That's not bad. Will it drop tremendously by next week without a show to promote it? Probably. Sidebar, SWV, they're going to be working on an EP. Oh. But Coco, you told us that you guys were not going to do a new album. Okay, an EP's not an album, but still. You made it seem like no new music was coming because the last couple of albums that you guys did, the newer albums, went wood. But I'm here for it. And I'm also here for SWV glowing up their look. Yes. But I told you this during my recap. I feel as if SWV really gained a lot from working with Xscape. Business-wise, aesthetic-wise, they don't have to do... and let's be honest. This is what I'm here for because everyone can get it. Pow, 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 pow. Let's be honest, though. Their glow-up versus what we get from Xscape during their concerts is very different. Theirs is like this grown, sexy, like mature look with heels, no more overalls, and Xscape is more stripper. He designs for strippers. And Tamika said she wanted a retired look, a retired stripper look. Okay, all right. Oh, man. So much has happened. All right. So I wanted to talk a little bit about the Xscape and SWV show. I felt like, Peacock, are we going to get the full concert? Here's the thing, though. That concert really ended up being just what Coco wanted at the end. Just a separate set. They intermingled every once in a while, and I believe we saw video footage of them ending the concert with Ladies Night. I thought it was I'm Every Woman. Look. But Ladies Night, two R&B groups singing I'm Ladies Night is Ladies Night. But that's mostly a rap song. I was disappointed. At least with the final show. I mean, I think the separate shows were fantastic, but what we were all thinking and planning for this show ended up not being that. But I just wanted to briefly talk about, if you want me to talk about it extensively, be sure to check out my recap of the SWV and Xscape reality show, The Queens of R&B. I did do a recap while I was away. So be sure to check that out if you missed it. But I wanted to talk about Latasha lying to Motown Gospel. She said, I'm going to give you a gospel album. But she's always wanted to do an R&B album. So she says, you know what? I'm going to flip it around. My thing is, even if you're going to try and do a gospel song or gospel album that's a little bit more modern, you take it, I could dance, so I want to praise him. That's how you do it. Shackles by Mary Mary. That's how you do it. Not straight up R&B. See, girl, it was an R&B album, but no one was trying to give her an R&B album or record deal. Apparently. Latasha, I wanted so much better for you. I really did. The tables have turned tremendously this week. Let me just say thank you. We got a couple of super chats. Mika, thank you so much for the super chat. Mika says, Latasha with her entourage gives Jen Shaw vibes. Oh, shoot. Wait, hold on. Hold on. Look, Mika. Linda, thank you so much for the super chat. Linda says, I've been watching since season 1. Damn, Linda, you're over Vanderpump Rules? I mean, a lot of people are over it last season, and this whole Sandaval situation sort of reignited people's interest, and the ratings are still doing very well for the show. But I have seen a lot of fans say that they're done. They're done with Lala talking about it. She sounds like such a hypocrite. This interview with Tom Sandoval, people were like, they're over that too. Where's my Tom Sandoval picture? Hold on, y'all. I'm going to make sure I bring that up later. Hold on. Let me just add that into the situation here so we don't lose it. Okay. People are over Tom Sandoval as well. We're going to talk about that interview. I did do a separate video talking about the most important parts of that interview that he did with Howdie Mandel. And now you're going to know why Andy Cohen is so pissed this week. And it's not just because of that. Okay, there's more. There's more. The Mental Fit Chick, thank you so much for the super chat. She says, unfortunately, Tasha didn't connect an audience. Without the show, it may not move numbers the way she wants it to. She looked unhinged on that episode. Yeah. And I have to say, I felt really bad for Tamika at the end because, we can, laugh and, have our reactions to the show, but that's her real sister. At the end of the day, this is causing it not just an issue with her sister, Latasha, it's causing an issue with her mom, Gloria. Y'all know what's coming, right?
I am the 5th member. How about that?
Some of you say you want me to continue to use this even after the show is over. All right. Let's move on. Let's move on to some other stuff. Speaking of Andy Cohen being pissed, did you guys see Melissa Gorga? Look, Melissa Gorga on Watch What Happens Live this week. First of all, shout out to my Twitter fam, because we were just talking. I literally was just Jules on Twitter. I was just talking to him, tweeting with him about this whole situation with the Gorgas, Melissa versus Teresa. He's tired of it. And I said, you know what I'm really tired of? I realized something. And it's not us. It's these fans. These Real Housewives of New Jersey fans, not all of them, obviously, but there is a sector of fans on both sides that are draining to the point where I'm like, I don't even know if I want to even recap the show. But you know what? I'm going to continue to recap the show for us and ignore all of y'all. Because if I say a nice thing about Teresa, I'm team tree. I'm a tree hugger. If I say a nice thing about Melissa, oh, you're team Melissa. I keep telling you guys, at the end of the day, I am team me. Be team you. Look.
I am the 5th member. How about that?
Be your 5th member. I just got to ignore the people. This is why I always tell you guys, ignore the comments but I have to say it's so prevalent in the New Jersey world that it's ruining the show. And I see it ruin. We saw it with other Housewives show. The fandom and Bravo loves that people are passionate about the shows, but it really gets to a whole other level. And I'm seeing it with New Jersey, but let's talk about New Jersey. So first of all, there's a couple of things that came out from this week's episode. I'm not going to rehash the episode. I already recapped it. If you missed our recap of Real Housewives of New Jersey, be sure to check that out. I did want to talk a little bit about Melissa. So Melissa and Andy Cohen, a lot of people were saying that they were having this sort of contentious back and forth during this. They always say this though, when they believe there's a housewife that Andy Cohen doesn't like, they always say there's some sort of contention. They've said this about Jennifer Aiden when she's on the show with him as well. I just think Andy's crotchety. I'm just saying, come on. I think Andy Cohen is a little crotchety. I think he's overworked, definitely not underpaid, but I think he's overworked. I think he has 2 babies at home. He has toddlers. Okay. So I think, and he does a lot. Oh, or who's going to Vegas? I have no promises, but I told you guys this was, I made last minute choices to go to BravoCon last year. I can't promise you that I'll be going this year. I know people are already booking hotels. I'm gonna book a last minute hotel. If that means I don't get one, then that means I won't be going. I don't know if I'm going. I don't know. That's a long trip for a weekend. But then I have to remind myself I met a lot of really nice people, like a lot of you that watch what we do here. So that is what might motivate me to go. Are you going? Are you going? Word on the street is that Bravo couldn't afford New York anymore. Oh, damn. Just saying. Just saying. All right. Andy Cohen, he is pissed for a few different reasons, but I want to talk about this. Page Six is reporting this in regards to the back and forth that we saw with Andy Cohen and Melissa Gorga on Watch What Happens Live. So they write this. If she can't take the heat, get out of the clubhouse. Bravo fans couldn't help but notice Melissa Gorga and Andy Cohen's, quote, testy exchanges during her recent appearance on Watch What Happens Live Tuesday night. The TV host had been chatting with the Real Housewives of New Jersey star about how he does not feel he will get a resolution between Gorga and his sister-in-law, Teresa Giudice, during the reality show's upcoming reunion. This is a quote. He says, "That's fair because you're not a therapist. You're not certified," Melissa Gorga said to a visibly taken aback Cohen. I wasn't taken aback. Here's the thing. I think it's so interesting. I understood what Melissa was saying. You're not a therapist, Andy. And then Andy was like, well, I've been doing this for like 16 years. That doesn't make you a therapist, though. Having these conversations, and sidebar, a lot of people say the way he handles a reunion is lackluster anyway. We'll get to B. Scott in a second. So you are not a therapist. And for those of you, okay, Andy Cohen, another thing, if you don't follow me on social media, then you missed when I talked about this. Andy Cohen, during his Ask Andy, was asked about the colorism conversation on the Real Housewives of Potomac. And he said he was going to bring in Z-Way to have the conversation. And I reposted this and I was like, because he's like, oh, I don't feel like I should have the conversation. He's been seeing all of your comments and our videos talking about how he should not be the overseer of the conversation of colorism. But we also told you that we were not happy with the conversation of colorism and how it was handled during the Real Housewives of Potomac reunion. So he said that he was going to bring in Z-Way. Here's the thing. Some of you have been commenting, well, Z-Way does have a degree in African-American studies. I have a degree in psychology. Does that mean I can diagnose people? I'm just saying. Look, I like Z-Way. And a lot of you have been asking for her to host a reunion and things like that. Okay. But when we are talking about the serious nature of colorism that has been displayed on the show and how a lot of fans have been reacting and triggered by what they've been seeing on the show, no. We're not going to play reindeer games or for your entertainment when it comes to colorism. Okay? Z-Way is great in her own right. Oh, shout out to Z-Way. Woo, woo, woo. Showtime canceled her show. And so many of you had like terrible reactions. You were like, what the hell? So everyone's hoping that another network will pick up her show. I'm not worried for Z-Way. She's going to have another show somewhere. Maybe on Bravo. Just saying. But I'm just wanted to point out, because some people are like, oh, she's got a degree in African-American studies. I got a degree in psychology. Should I start diagnosing folks? There are plenty of intellectuals. Some of you have tagged those folks. Intellectuals that do this, that study this, that can have these conversations, that can analyze what has been said and seen on the show. And I'm not saying that she can't talk about colorism. No, she can. But my thing is, it's been such a triggered conversation that I feel like we need to be more responsible as you as the employer. We talked about this with the Real Housewives of Potomac reunion. They are the employer. It's their responsibility to ensure that these conversations are handled properly. But anyways. I'm back. Hold on. Let me slow down the chat, y'all, because I'm missing some of the things that you guys just said. Hold on. Let me slow down the chat. Shout out to all of you for being here. I do appreciate you taking time out of your Thursday. It's Thursday, right? Thursday evening to be here. Let me tell y'all something. For those that were wondering what's happening with my wrist, I've been going to PT for my wrist. I don't know what happened. I didn't lift anything. I don't know what happened. My arm today, I'm still hosting. I'm still pushing through, y'all. I've never felt my arm like that. I can barely use it. I mean, I can do stuff, but I can barely use it. So but it's throbbing. I just want to let y'all know. I'll push it through, though. All right, let me slow down the chat. All right. So back to this. Whole Andy Cohen situation. Okay. We have a lot to talk about. I hope you guys are ready. Look, so back to this. So Melissa says to Andy in this situation, that's fair because you're not a therapist, right? You're not certified, Gorga said, with a very visibly taken aback Cohen. Well, he says, Cohen sniped back. He says, okay, well, let's not question my credentials. I'm just saying, I don't know, are you? Gorga says to him. He says, no, but after 16 years of effing doing this, I think I have some idea of what I'm doing. Okay, wait. Because we're talking about this, I have to bring up what B. Scott said. Shout out to B. Scott. Y'all know B. Scott has been nothing but supportive of us, had us on their platform, supported us from the beginning. You know, everybody else that's hating, they've been supporting, okay? So B. Scott is hosting on The Breakfast Club this week, today and tomorrow. Well, B dropped a lot of tea. We'll get into that tea in just a second. But B dropped this in regards to their reaction when it comes to Andy Cohen. So I want to play a little audio if I can without getting in trouble. We're dissecting. We're dissecting. Hold on.
The reason why Bravo came to me and gave me these trailers is because they were sick and tired of me telling everything that was going on in the season.
But shouldn't they want that?
No, they didn't want me to tell everything.
Well, because you were telling things beforehand.
Absolutely,
Okay, got you.
and completely. But because I want them to know the peace treaty is off. Because they tried to do some funny business about this trailer and still trying to tell me what time it is. No one tells B. Scott what time it is.
What's the funny business?
The funny business is basically like, they upset that, well, initially, because we broke 2 Married in Medicine exclusives, they told me they were going to take the trailer somewhere else.
Got you.
And I said, if you did that, I'm going to go to war. And when I say go to war, it means that I will recap every episode of the show before the show comes out.
Talk that talk, B. Scott.
Oh, yeah. My sources are extensive. It's not just Housewives. I have executives, production, where we want to go with it.
It's not like Bravo just need to give B. Scott a show. Just give B.
Pretty
Scott
much.
a recap
Thank
show
you.
or something.
Yeah.
And to be honest, why are we letting the chopper fly? Andy Cohen does not need to be hosting the reunions for black shows.
Talk that talk.
He does not have the cultural relevance. And it's not me being disrespectful to Andy Cohen, but you can't use your white privilege to sit there and talk down to people who need that job, especially black women.
Okay.
Because he doesn't have the finesse. You can't finesse our culture. Either you're a part of it or you're not.
And Andy can choose not to make that decision because he's in the producer.
Absolutely.
So B. Scott should be hosting the reunion show.
Yes.
Okay.
Yeah, because no one has an extensive history with the Housewives as I do.
It doesn't have to
clearly a love for the franchise.
I do.
But it doesn't have to be a reunion show. It could be like a show every week, a recap show.
Oh,
It doesn't have to
I like
be a reunion, a recap show.
I like
every
where
week
this
where
is
they
going.
talk about it every week.
It can come on right after the episode.
Right after the episode, or she interviews. Well, B. Scott interviews the cast and all that other stuff.
You know why that's interesting? Because there's so much conversation that happens about these.
I'm gonna stop. All right. We're gonna talk more about what B. Scott dropped on The Breakfast Club in just a second. But we've been saying this, right? Look, we've been saying this, but I also told you that that's not gonna happen unless he decides it for himself. And I don't think Andy Cohen's a terrible host. However, I do believe he's getting in his own way when it comes to the success of his own franchise. I really do. Right now, everything's copacetic, everything's going well for him, but I feel like he's getting in his own way. You have 2 babies at home. Look, whoa, you got 2 babies at home. And I get that probably motivates him more. Like, I need to make money. All right. So we had this situation with Melissa Gorga on Watch What Happens Live, and it gets a little contentious. So Andy was pissed about that conversation because I have to say why fans really do believe, like Andy feels like there's no resolution. Does that mean it's over for the Gorgas on the Real Housewives of New Jersey? Some of you say yes. Some of you say that it really is over for the Gorgas. Here's the thing. I already told you how I feel about that. Gorgas, no offense, I kind of want you not to come back next season so people can realize that Teresa's not as great a reality TV star as you guys make her out to be. But Melissa told Andy that she's gathering her receipts for the reunion. And I also told you one of the other things that stood out to me, especially in this last episode of The Real Housewives of New Jersey, is that Melissa is able to articulate herself a lot better than Teresa. So I'm actually surprised that there isn't more of, people, supporting Melissa, because I just felt like, at least she's able to explain what's going on. Okay, let's continue. So Andy's pissed this week. Oh, Andy is pissed this week. So he's pissed about that, but mostly he's pissed. Look. So you saw that interview. Okay, you saw the interview with, what's his name? What's that man's name? Tom Sandoval. We talked about it. We recapped it. If you missed it, go check out that video. I talked all about what was said in this interview. And, Howdie Mandel got a lot of backlash because he didn't know who he was in. Look, he knew who he was interviewing. However, he didn't know. Oh, Lord, poor man didn't even know who Scheana was. But here's the thing. Scheana is not that important. I'm surprised that Scheana's still on the show. I'm surprised that Scheana's still on the show. But he didn't do his homework. A lot of fans were coming after Howdie Mandel for defending Tom Sandoval. Tom Sandoval basically was trying to I take accountability, but at the same time slam Ariana at the same time. I was just like, this is not going to work out well for you. But the biggest thing that shocked me was that he was talking so much before these episodes have aired, before this reunion has aired. And Andy Cohen went on his radio program and was just like, yeah, there's a lot of stuff that was said that's being said during the reunion, even though he says the reunion's better. And he was very upset. You could tell he made Howdie Mandel the jackhole of the week. And then someone on Twitter said, you should have Howdie on Watch What Happens Live. He was like, or not. Is there beef? Is there beef between Howdie Mandel and Andy Cohen? You just never know. They never talk about these things until something comes up. I don't know. Can we do some digging? Or is Andy just mad that... See, Andy doesn't like it when these things happen. He doesn't like when housewives interview with, or reality TV stars interview outside of, Bravo PR. They'll punish you. But you can't punish Howdie Mandel. Howdie doesn't care. So that probably pissed him off even more. I have to say, it really made me laugh because I know Andy is so livid. And Andy's probably livid with B. Scott saying these things. Bravo's probably livid with B. Scott for saying these things. So B. Scott also said, we'll get back to Vanderpump Rules in a second, guys. If you're just joining us, this is our special Thirsty Thursday, where we're covering a variety of reality TV news, and so much more. I know I'm jumping all over the place. I'm giving Mama Ali work to do with these timestamps. We will be posting timestamps in the description a little bit later on. But if you want the full tea on what B. Scott dropped on The Breakfast Club, be sure to check that out on our YouTube channel. I just posted the video for that before this live as well. Let me just save this. Let me go get to the super chats before we get to anything else. Norma, thank you so much for the super chat. Norma says, show Kempire some love. 800 in the room. Hit the like. How many we got now? We got over almost 2,200. Norma, thank you. And we're still not at 800 likes. Really? I always find that funny when people are just here, just watching, not liking. Mrs. ATLian Stan, thank you so much for the super chat. She says Tasha's music was from the unreleased album. Shut up. For those that are wondering what unreleased album is she referring to, the one that she was supposed to put out with So Def years ago. I don't think it is, but it's just funny to think that she wanted, she's wanted to put out an R&B album for a long time. So she thought she would bamboozle Motown gospel and do it that way. Just saying. Okay. Carl, thank you so much for the super chat. Carl says, of all the ladies, Tamika definitely came out on top. She gained followers, fans, name recognition, and came into her own within the group. Amen. Amen. I really do believe that. Good for her. Rochelle, thank you so much for the super chat. Rochelle says, hey, Kempire, side note to the topics of this video, but your skin is absolutely glowing. Glad you had a good vacation. Thank you. Thank you. I try to make sure I take care of my skin even when I'm away. Norman, thank you so much for another super chat. Norman says Andy is pissed because he already interviewed Tom Sandoval, but wants us to pay to watch it on Peacock. There we go. Everyone already has mentioned it all. Andy's a jerk. Look, she said it, Andy, not me. I've said other things. Julie, thank you so much for the super chat. Another super chat. Julie says, replay crew now. Welcome back, and please don't take 2 weeks off. We won't survive. I'm over LVP and Sandaval. Happy Thursday, everyone. Thank you so much, Julie. I look, no promises. I already got something booked for like 2 weeks. All right. Anyways, so Andy took to his radio program and told people how upset he was about the interview that Tom Sandoval did, but he didn't really express how upset he was. He basically said, Howie, you should have done your homework before doing an interview with Tom. I mean, I agree. If you're going to interview someone, at least understand, I'm not saying that he has to watch all of the seasons like I'm doing right now. I'm not saying that, but at least have an idea of how this is all playing out. But there's just so much information. There's so much information. My biggest question was, there were so many questions that Howie asked, and then Tom was talking. And then I really wanted to kind of ask these follow-up questions. This is why I got to get back to interviewing people. Because I'm just saying, I'm not saying I'm better than anybody. No, there's a certain things that I want answered. I don't want to interview Tom. It's definitely not in person. Does he smell? I want to know.
So out of all of the things that I have consumed about Tom Sandoval, Vanderpump Rules, there's like one little factoid that is just sitting with me. But I watched a video of this girl who met Tom Sandoval, and if you know who I'm talking about, please tag her so people can see her video. But she goes to Tom or Schwartz and Sandy's, I think it was Tom, and they ask her if she wants to meet Tom. And so when he gets there, they send him over to her table, and she's talking about how he smells like absolute shit. She's like, he looks like he smells good, but he smells terrible. So now this is just like sitting at the surface of my brain. Like anytime I'm covering him, I'm like, this guy smells like shit. So then I'm watching the new season of Vanderpump Rules again, because I want to find all the goose eggs. And in one of the scenes at Schwartz and Sandy's, you can hear somebody say, and you have to be paying attention to hear it, but it was just like somebody in the background, and I only heard it because I had my subtitles on. They were like, oh, it smells bad in here, and somebody was like, oh, Tom must have been in here, or something along those lines. Please don't quote me because I'm not certain, but it was some indication that Tom smelled bad. I need more people to confirm whether or not this is true. Like, the funniest part is, like, Tom Sandoval is the equivalent of just living, breathing, walking human garbage.
So I feel like we should talk a little bit more about Vanderpump Rules. So we'll get into our Vanderpump Rules recap right now, because there's not a lot to say about the episodes. Okay, I just want to point out some of the things that you guys have been tagging me in on social media that stood out to me. Okay, at one point, first of all, they're in Mexico. They're about to celebrate Scheana's wedding, who she's already been married to for a year. So did she just do this so she could have a free wedding on the show and to have some sort of storyline? She's been married to Brock for a year. It was a beautiful wedding, though. Her first wedding was beautiful, too. I'm just saying. she can be a little bratty, but here's the thing. Her issues with Lala constantly hanging out with Katie. Katie, why are you in Mexico all humdrum? Although I feel for Katie and what she's going through when it comes to Schwartz. However, I twerk on the fence a lot. I just can see all the sides. Lala, you are annoying. Why are you at someone's wedding in Mexico hanging out constantly with Katie? Oh, because you don't want to be around Rachel? That doesn't make any sense. And Katie, why are you in Mexico looking all sourpuss, looking at her wedding from your balcony? Like, woo, 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 Katie. But I just didn't get Lala either. Like, oh, I don't want to be around Rachel. What, right? No, I feel like she was just using Rachel as an excuse of not being there for Scheana during her wedding. But at the same time, Scheana, you got all these other people there. Who cares? Who cares? It's your wedding. Lala is not your bestie. Or is she? No. Okay. So there were some other things that a lot of, because everyone's paying attention to every small detail of Vanderpump Rules to see when and where this relationship with Rachel may have started. Did you guys notice that scene where Sandaval is laughing with Ariana and Rachel? And at one point, he pats Rachel on the butt because you see her go. And some people are speculating her kissing Schwartz, which is part of the reason that set off Katie this episode. Her kissing Schwartz was just sort of like a decoy situation, or her trying to make Sandoval jealous. I don't know about all of that. What I do know, Schwartz, grow up. Katie, God bless you for being with that man for so long. I really like Schwartz on some level, but I could never date Schwartz. Not seriously. Maybe a wham bam thank you, ma'am. But even a wham bam thank you, man would be. And I don't believe Rachel when she kissed him, she was just like, oh, maybe there could be more. Girl, maybe there could be more. Maybe there could be more. More of what? I didn't believe her in that moment. She's annoying too. Oh, whatever. Everyone is annoying me. And it makes it hard to root for anyone else, especially, or root against, Sandoval and Rachel, when everyone else is just draining and hypocritical. James Kennedy. The only reason why James wanted to bring his girlfriend Allie on this trip was so he had his girlfriend there. Like, oh, I have my girlfriend here. I don't know if he's still in love with Rachel, but he's still obsessed with Rachel. Why do you even care? Why do you even care at this point? And him being so upset with Schwartz kissing Rachel in front of your girlfriend, and Allie's just sitting there taking it. Like, but that's why he likes Allie. Woo, Allie, this is not going to work. You're too nice for James Kennedy anyway. What are you doing with that man? And all that, oh, I love my... No. He doesn't love you. He loves to control you. He's still obsessed, for some reason, with Rachel. And you know what? Why he's probably obsessed? Is because she dumped him. Jasmine says Allie wants fame. Really? You think that's what it is? Someone did tag me in a singing video that she did. She had a nice voice. Better than Scheana's. Sorry, Scheana. But not really. What else? Okay, did you guys hear the rumor? And this is just a rumor. I don't know if this is true at all. But part of me believes it. Hear me out. Hear me out. Part of me believes it. Because, did you hear the rumor that Brock apparently also slept with Rachel? When I first saw it, I was just like, a lot of people are saying it's not true. But hear me out. Look, hear me out. there's some interactions between Rachel and Brock that made me kind of go, is Rachel the pass around? I'm asking for a friend. The friend is all a bus. Is Rachel the pass around? And happily so. Remember, Rachel hooked up with his good friend, allegedly, at Coachella. So part of me, I'm like, I hope not for Scheana's sake. I really hope not. But at this point, look, at this point. Oh damn, all of you saying, yes, she is. Damn. Shout out to all of you that have been members for a long time. Some of you have been members of the channel for almost 2 years. I do not take that lightly. If you would like to become a member of the channel, there are a lot of really great perks and emojis. And shout out to the members who were the first to know that today was going to be an actual live show. And I might spill some more tea in our members community here on YouTube. So to become a member of the channel, head on over to teamkempire.com/join. And for everything Kempire, head on over to thekempire.com. And one of our really great collaborations this month is with our friends over at Rose Forever. You see them. You see the Rose Forever. Roses that last you for at least a year. I'm hoping it lasts a little bit longer. But who wants flowers that are just going to die in a week or two or less? Get your mom, get yourself something at roseforever.com. More information is available in our live chat and in the description of this video. But don't forget to use the discount code KEMPIRE25 for $25 off of your order. Order it now. I know Mother's Day is about a month away, a little bit less than a month away. They will survive, but at least you already have your gift. Just saying. All right, back to Vanderpump Rules. So I feel like it was an okay episode. It was a long episode. It was like an hour and 15-minute episode, right? It was a long episode. Lala on Watch What Happens Live, I could have did without that. She's such a hypocrite. She is such a hypocrite, and I don't see why people even like her. But maybe you guys don't. I mean, I liked her in that Send It to Daryl moment. You know, I even got a t-shirt, Lala. However, you were such a hypocrite. You were such a hypocrite. This whole Tom Sandoval, and this is the only thing that I agreed with Tom Sandoval on his interview with Howdie Mandel, was that everybody on this cast that has turned on him and now is talking about it in their podcast, and everybody are clout chasers. But then I'm reminded, remember, these are the folks that wanted to be celebrities. They wanted to be actors. This is why they were at the restaurant and things like that. So they're all wannabes. They're all thirsty. They're all thirsty. Shelby says we don't like Lala. Sarah says I like Lala. See, people do like Lala. I mean, I'm sure there are moments that I'll like Lala, but so far, no. Look, no, Lauren. Look, Lauren. I always forget to call her by her real name. Lauren. Oh, sidebar. I mean, I'm not going to be watching, but look, I'll let you guys know. Brittany and Jax are going to get their own little watch with us on Peacock. I know one thing that I won't be watching. I'm not interested. They are so thirsty. And since it's Thirsty Thursday, I said, let me mention it. All right. What was anything else that I want to mention about this? Scheana, your wedding was beautiful, but you've been married to the man for a year. Save us on this. Save us on this. But I do agree with you. Lala, you came to her wedding. Why are you spending all your time with Katie? And Katie, if you were going to be so humdrum this entire vacation in Mexico, why are you staying at the resort? You should have taken her idea of just getting another place off of the resort. But again, they're filming a reality show. Okay, I get it. But she was just so humming. But I felt for her. Look, I felt for her. Because she already told Rachel that I don't want you hooking up with my soon-to-be ex-husband. And she's just like, why? But why? Something's not right with her. Well, but I do have a psychology degree, so maybe I can diagnose her. if Z-Way can host a conversation on colorism. Look, come on. I like Z-Way. Come on. Guys, if you haven't already, we're almost at 1,000 likes. Let's get to 1,000 likes. How many people are in the building? Happy Thursday. Don't forget, tomorrow I will be recapping the latest episode of the Real Housewives Ultimate Girls Trip. Stay tuned for the time. I gotta go to the doctor. Figure out what's going on. Oh, Jasmine says, diagnose her. Please, come on. No. All right. Was there anything else that I wanted to say about Vanderpump Rules in this episode? Oh, there is one other thing. So Lisa Vanderpump. Is Lisa Vanderpump selling her beautiful home? I also heard that while I was away. Is that true? Why? Is she downsizing? Don't downsize at this point, or is she upsizing? You know where she's going to move to next is going to be gorgeous. All right? So she's getting very much involved. And I get why Tom Sandoval doesn't want her involved. They don't want to have to answer to Lisa Vanderpump, but we're filming a show, so Lisa's always going to be involved. Here's the thing. These idiots, I would never invest in Tom Sandoval or Tom Schwartz. Tom Schwartz, it's very obvious that he is woo-woo-woo. And Tom Sandoval, he's an idiot too. These guys don't know business. These guys don't know business. And Lisa was like, well, you know, they're fun guys and that brings an element. What she's really saying is that them being on the show and this restaurant being on the show brings business to your restaurant. However, how long is that going to last? And when you have a Sandaval, that hurts business if they're their face. Oh, Norman, thank you. Oh, so one of the things that stood out to me, Norma, I did not upload the photos, but I'm going to mention the photos that you sent to me because Norma, you know, she's like our spy on the ground in California. So one of the things that he mentions in this interview, Tom Sandoval, with Howdie Mandel, is that he says, you know, I've been sober for 4 days and I've been having a lot of clarity. I wish I could mimic his voice, but my voice is too deep. I can't mimic that voice. Let me see if I can find let me see something. Hold on. Let me see if I can,
Does this work? Maybe a little bit. I don't know. It has a weird voice.
I told you it's like the Revenge of the Nerds. I don't know what I was like, put a little bass in your voice, sir. Put a little bass. Shout out to all of you that are diagnosing me. I've been diagnosed already. It's not carpal tunnel. It's something else. Something similar, but it's not carpal tunnel. But thank you. So Tom Sandoval, he says during this interview that he's been sober for 4 days and, you know, he's gotten a lot of clarity. Okay. He's got a lot of clarity. Oh, yeah, but you guys are my spies and you hit me up. So Norma hit me up. And she was like, he was talking about, okay, I need to get the picture. I got to get the picture because literally he did this interview and then Norma, how many days later it was? And he was out drinking. Hold on. Let me just bring up the picture because he was drinking at his show that Norma attended for us. God bless you. God bless you, Norma, for attending this damn show. Okay, hold on. There's Norma. All right, let me download this. I love it when the sources are willing to give their names. All right, let me just send this to myself. You see what I got to do in the middle of a show? We still have so much more to talk about. But I wanted just to quickly show you this photo. So he says, I've been sober for 4 days and da-da-da-da. Great. Happy for you. He said he's got some clarity. Hold on, let me bring these photos over. So at his show, he's out here drinking. So I guess that, you know, he decided... Thanks, Norma. Norma got a good shot. I mean, one thing I'll give him, he got a nice body. That's about it. I mean, I have nothing else for you, Tom. I have nothing else for you. Oh, Norma says that show the Ariana chant from the crowd. Oh, wait, I didn't do that. Oh. He's gonna get that for the. I can't. Look, I can't. I can barely lift my phone. This is why. Anyways, so I guess his, being sober for 4 days ended at this show, which is okay. He's never said he had a problem, but he made it a point to mention it during the Howdie Mandel interview. He even shaved off his mustache, which was quite triggering for me because it reminded me of the whole situation from back in the day with Kristen. All of these people are clout chasers. All these people are thirsty, but we're gonna keep talking about them. Look, we're gonna keep talking about them. Wait, there's another photo. Wait, I have another photo of him at this show. Thank you, Norma. Look, thank you, Norma. So he had a drink with the audience. All right. So he had a drink with the audience. I don't understand anyone's attraction to him. I never understood Ariana's attraction to Tom Sandoval. And then I heard he stinks, allegedly. So what was it? And according to him, they had stopped sleeping with each other and they had broken up 2 weeks before she found that video of Rachel in his phone. This whole situation is disgusting. And when I say disgusting, I'm talking about his BO, allegedly. Let me say thank you, guys. If you're just joining us, don't forget to like the video. We have over almost 2,200 people in the building watching on multiple platforms. Shout out to everyone watching on TikTok. We appreciate you all being here as well. Candace, thank you so much for the super chat. Candace says, Howie should have let his daughter lead the interview. She's the VPR fan. Yeah, his daughter was there, which for me, it was like, okay, at least he has someone there. I wish she would have jumped in more to kind of give more depth to the conversation. But she definitely, she's been watching from the beginning. Norma, thank you so much for the super chat. Norma says, I've heard Raquel smell funky in high school. Allegedly. Look, I mean, that's high school. No, still, that's a big damn shame. Stephanie, thank you so much for the super chat. Stephanie says, Kemp, you should play Spice's "You Demon, You Serpent" clip whenever you refer to Lala. Oh, my goodness. Oh, goodness. You're right. Don't give me ideas, Stephanie. Do not give me ideas. But no, that's a good one. I love to use it. Delsenia. First of all, thank you for being a member for almost 2 years. Delsenia says, I heard the rumor, but I do not believe it in regards to Brock and Rachel possibly sleeping together. I don't want to believe that rumor, to be honest with you. I don't want to. But I don't know all these people. And when you tell me this man discarded his kids for a while, I kind of look at him with the side eye, but he's trying to work on his situation with his kids. Winter, thank you so much for the super chat. Winter says Lala wants to be invited to the cookout so bad. Maybe that's why I can't with Lala. She really does. And she thinks if she sleeps with every black man, it might happen. She was talking about the Don. I thought the Don.
How you doing?
Okay. Ao, thank you so much for the super chat. Ao says, Scheana's wedding dress was designed by Paul Atto, who also designed Sarah Al-Madani's reunion dress. Paul has also designed for yours truly years ago. Okay, Ao. Years ago, he had a questionable modeling agency in Beverly Hills. Well, he's still designing dresses. Thank you for that tea. Allegedly. RC, thank you so much for the super chat. RC says folks who live there have been saying that Sandaval actually created an influx for them. Damaging the business turns out to be fake news. I think it damaged the business in the beginning, but I think that quickly changed because people wanted to go there and be like, let me see what I can see. It's still on a show that's garnering a lot of people watching it, over 1 million viewers of the episodes. All right. Let's move on from Vanderpump Rules, guys. If you're just joining us, this is a special Thirsty Thursday where we're covering a variety of reality TV news. We did just drop a video earlier today with some lovebscott.com exclusive talking about some things that you can expect from the new season of The Real Housewives of Atlanta, including a secret recording. So according to B. Scott, there is some sort of secret recording that one of the housewives recorded of another housewife talking about them kissing another woman or something like that. All right. And apparently there's more beef that goes on between Kandi and Marlo during the season. So much so Marlo is bringing up the shootings that are happening the shooting that happened at Kandi's, it wasn't OLG, it was at Blaze. And Kandi, rightfully so, comes back at Marlo and just like, well, what about the woman you slashed that ended up, go check out the video. So B also talks about in that video talks about their relationship with Portia and Nene Leakes and how first of all, Nene, girl. So Nene must have been in town this week and Nene wanted to be on The Breakfast Club again. You know, she already did a stint. So she wanted, I'm in town. Can I do it? Doesn't she realize that they plot and plan who's going to guest host weeks in advance? But B and Nene have had issues recently because of when she was on Real Housewives of Atlanta, she denied being friends with B. Scott. So B did not take that lightly because they're like, we've been friends for a very long time. How are you going to deny me on a national platform? So B then blasted her on their blog. Exactly. Tyra says, was Kandi shooting? I don't understand Marlo. Yeah, I'm just like, things happen at businesses. I mean, look. I mean, it makes me a little hesitant to go because I'm like, look. Oh, wait a second. Lightwork says the designer was on Jeff Lewis's show today. Kemp, you have to watch. He spills that he saw Sandaval and Rachel kissing in Mexico. Shut up. Oh, shut up. Really? I mean, I believe this has been going on for a very long time. As I said to you before, a couple of things that stood out to me during the Vanderpump Rules episode was the fact, okay, we're backtracking back to that. One thing I forgot to mention, a lot of people are pointing out what James Kennedy said. He's like, oh, when he was talking with Rachel, oh, you kissed this one, Schwartz and Tom. Here's the thing. I don't know if it was just him saying like Tom Schwartz, or did he know? I wouldn't be surprised because according to Tom Schwartz on Watch What Happens Live, he said it was an, quote, open secret amongst the cast. So he's alleging that other people knew about this affair. Hold on. Ray says they always shooting up at the Walmart. That doesn't stop people from going. I didn't know that. That makes me not want to go. I mean, I know they sell them. I was down south, y'all. I know they sell them in the Walmart. All right. What else did I want to talk about? Oh, how could I forget? We got to talk about Gizelle Bryant. So Gizelle is getting a lot of backlash today, y'all. Hold on. Did I cover everything I wanted to cover? Yeah, I think so. All right. So Gizelle is getting a lot of backlash for being anti-Semitic. First off, this is not the first time in recent history that Gizelle is just so ignorant. I'm surprised during this past season they didn't talk about what she said on her podcast about that basketball player talking about chicken and all this stuff, like all these stereotypical things. And then, of course, okay, we're not going to get into it. Let me just focus on this. So there are a lot of people saying that on her podcast, this statement that she makes was anti-Semitic. I'm going to play it for you guys, just for educational purposes. Okay. Let me play it.
Drake?
Right. So
Drake?
So what are we paying $2,000 for a floor seat?
We are not paying that. And do you know who's paying for that? The Rubensteins.
Right.
They are paying for their little child. and their friends
Right.
to go sit on the floor and see Drake.
Right. That's
yeah.
true.
So they
Yeah.
could sing Hotline Bling.
Yeah.
And what was
So that's the part. That's the part. The fact that she used the name Ruben Scenes. So some people in the comments already are like, oh, that's not anti-Semitic. Look, I'm not Jewish. However, she could have used any name. We know what. Look, let's not sit here and pretend like we didn't know what she was trying to say in that moment. She could have used Smith. She could have used. She knows what she was doing. I wonder how Andy feels about it. Sidebar. We also did a separate video. Oh, see? Alexa says, I am, it's wrong. See? Okay. We did a separate video telling you about some tea that Candace dropped in an interview on the House of Aaron, where she reveals that during the recent reunion of the Real Housewives of Potomac, she accused a Black production person. I don't know if they were production. She said that they were working during the reunion and said that she accused this person of stealing her phone because her phone went missing. And she accused this person of stealing her phone. Look. Did you guys watch the latest episode of Real Housewives Ultimate Girl Trip? I haven't watched it yet. Is she still being a Karen? This whole conversation about this Casa Azul bottle, I'm gonna get me one. Look. Someone remind me, I need to get me one. Look, I don't even drink. I'm gonna pour it out for the homies. And then I'm gonna put it back here. Just because I think the bottle's cute. It's cute and it has a bell on top. But the way she's going on and on about this last week's episode, I'm just like, girl, are you trying to produce a moment? Nicole says, I believe it was anti-Semitic. We all know Drake's mom is Jewish. All right. Let me take a sip. Exactly. Hold on. Dainty Bella says, I'm not Jewish, so it's not my place to determine whether it is or not anti-Semitic. Agreed. I mean, I do have 1%. That's a whole other conversation. Never mind. All right. Do you guys want to call in? Do you want to call in and share your thoughts on any of what we've covered? Have I covered everything that I wanted to talk about? I think I did. Let me make sure. Guys. We have over 2,000 people in the building. Can we get to 1,500 likes? But if you're a member of the channel, I am going to drop the call-in link for you guys to call in and share your thoughts. Senior Royals, you're going to be the first ones invited to the backstage to call in and share your thoughts. All right, let me just do this. And again, for those that don't know, liking the video is an easy and free way of supporting not just my channel, but your channel as well. And other content creators will start to show up on your algorithm. All right. Senior Royals, I've dropped the call-in link for you first. Royal Court members, I'm dropping the call-in link for you next. And Team Kempire members, I'm going to drop the call-in link for you in 5, 4, 3, 2. Dropped it for call-in. I dropped it for you guys there. Let me go back here. And shout out to all of you. Shout out to our King's Guards. We could not do or have these complicated conversations without our King's Guards. So please be sure to say hello and thank you to our moderators here on the channel. Those that are watching on TikTok, shout out to our King's Guards there as well. Those of you watching on TikTok, keep tapping your screens. Let's get to 30,000 likes. Shout out to everyone watching on Twitch and Twitter. Well, not on Twitch, not today. But on Twitter, shout out to everyone watching on Twitter. Shout out to everyone watching on Facebook, guys. If you haven't liked us on Facebook, like the Kempire and like Kempire Daily on Facebook, and subscribe to our Kempire Radio YouTube channel if you haven't already. I was on vacation and I did bring the Layla Lynn conversation to edit, and so I could post it for you guys. I was trying to relax. But I still put out content. I can't wait. There will be a vacation where you will get nothing for like a week or two. Just saying. Because that's a real vacation. Okay. All right. Let me get to some callers. Let me just switch this out, guys, to our callers. There we go. Let me switch this off and put this here. And I'm going to put this back up. There we go. All right. Are we ready for callers? Live chat. How many people got in the live chat? Let's get to 1,200 likes, and I'll drop the call link for the live chat. Members get 2 minutes. 2 minutes. Because I haven't eaten dinner. I don't even know what I'm eating for dinner. And those of you that are in the live chat, once we get to 1,200 likes, you will be getting 1 minute to share your thoughts. But members, you're getting 2 minutes. I was about to say 12. Oh, hell no. All right, let's get to callers. I miss having callers and seeing what you guys have to say. Hold on. Let me bring up in my opinion, where you been? Look, where you been?
Hey, Kim Pie, how you doing, baby?
Oh, well, how are you? What's for dinner? Look, what's for dinner?
Look, I'm having chicken Alfredo with broccoli and some asparagus with, some zucchini. So,
oh, look at you, all healthy.
I went real simple.
Okay.
Yeah, let me tell you something. The summer coming on up, and I got to be right.
Snatch.
Just letting you know, Kim Pie. You already know I done booked my Airbnb, so you can always come stay with me.
Wait, what do you mean? We're in Vegas?
For Vegas.
You booked
Yes. I booked me an Airbnb on the Vegas Strip, baby.
I didn't even know they had those.
Yes. Oh, they got this is a condo. This one is a condo Airbnb on the Vegas Strip with a private pool, and it's 3 bedrooms.
Oh,
I'm gonna have my best. When I'm on vacation, I still gotta cook. You know what I'm saying? Like, I ain't finna trust everybody's fingers in my food.
Well, if in my opinion is going to Vegas, you guys are really selling me on this. Okay, all right.
I want to see you there.
I know.
Hey.
All right.
Okay. I ain't get to come to New York, but it is what it is. I'm going to Vegas. I'm like, gotta go.
Look, people are starting rumors in the chat. All right, I'm gonna start the timer. I didn't start the timer because I started engaging in conversation. All right, we're gonna start the timer. I want to hear your thoughts on any of what we discussed tonight.
Okay. First of all, let's go to Queens of R&B. Okay. Latocha and that man, Latocha, as they call her in these streets. Latocha and Rocky, okay, need to get that money back. Okay, they done stole from Xscape. They done stole from Tamika. Man, y'all ain't tired of stealing yet. Clank, clank. And let me tell you something. All of them look like they stank to me in their dang restaurant in Vanderpump Rules. Just being honest. If you sleeping around like that, I'm pretty sure they got all kind of yeast infections and everything. And they just passing it along to each other. Allegedly. But, And let me tell you something. I love B. Scott. He sure read Andy down. Now you know what would be a flip if he would get Watch What Happens Live. I'm gone. Goodbye. Have a nice day.
Goodbye. Goodbye. All right. I mean, I would be open to B. Scott getting their own show. Come on. B. Scott's been doing this for a very long time, so put some respect on B. Scott's name. All right, the Mental Fit Chick is backstage. We're going to bring her up next. Oh, wait, let me start the timer over. Hold on. All right, Mental Fit Chick, what's going on? Hello? Why can't I hear you? Uh-oh. Mental Fit Chick, drop out and call back in. That was weird. Oh, wait, let me try. Mental Fit Chick, are you there? Unmute. Try again. Drop out and call back in. Maybe there's a delay. All right, we're gonna move on to Sharon's backstage. What's going on, Sharon?
Hey, Kempire, how was your vacation?
Fantastic. How have you been?
I've been doing fairly well. I'm still stuck in misery.
Okay.
Yeah, still stuck in Missouri. Misery.
Oh.
Yeah, but hopefully I get to go on a vacation as well. I want to go to Oklahoma and gamble.
Oh, okay. All right.
Hey, I got something to tell you you may not know. I got this Twitter notification today, and it was about Marge. I'm like, what's going on? So I clicked it, and come to find out, her accountant is suing her. Did you hear about this?
I did hear about that.
For what is it, 20 million or 20,000?
No, it was a lot of money.
Yeah. And then what made it so bad was I didn't know if this was real or not, but it was like handwritten, and it's got the person's name on there, their address, their phone number, and also it has her information on there with her address and phone number. And I just wrote, is this doxing? Is that doxing?
That is.
Okay. I just had to confirm to see if that was doxing. I don't think that was right. I think they should take that down or do something.
Yeah.
Yeah, but that's all I had. I'm glad you had a nice vacation.
Thank you so much. Take care.
All right, bye.
Bye. All right. All right. Let's try this again with Mental Fit Chick. What's going on? Why can't I hear you? I can't hear you. There's no sound. And you're unmuted. Let's try it again. Oh, and then you dropped out. We'll try it again. We're going to bring up Miss Esquire next. Uh-oh, wait, hold on. Miss Esquire fell out. Okay, we're going to bring up Nicole next. we'll get back to Miss Esquire. Nicole, are you there? Oh, wait, hold on. There we go. Nicole?
Hi, Campfire. How are you doing?
Oh, well, how are you?
Long time no hear and see. Well, I did hear you, but you were on vacation, soaking up that southern sun.
Yes, ma'am.
So you were down further down here, like where I'm at in the DMV area, because I know it was hot. It's like 88 degrees today.
Oh.
Goodness. Yeah, loved it. I love that. That's my type of weather. I was gonna just say, like with Candy, she did say, I don't know if you watched the Shannon Sharp show, Club Shay Shay, which I really think is really good, that interview that she did. And she did say that, I think that was like one of her best interviews she's ever done, but she did say that it was her cousin that got shot in front of the restaurant. And so it wasn't inside the restaurant. Okay. Then getting off that, I would say with Gizelle, she's getting on my nerves because I would go to I watched it this morning, when they were in Thailand, and I just hate how she just so disrespectful to Pepsi and just the whole household, always trying to start stuff. I just don't, and I just can't believe she used to be a first lady of a church. I just can't believe it. Because she just doesn't act like a first lady should be acting. And so, I'm just over her. But that's all I really want to say. She just and then also Lala, last night episode, that was the only time I liked her because I understood where she was coming from, because you remember what she talked about and what's happened live. She figured it out back then. I think she sensed that Rachel and Tom Sandoval were doing something back then. And I think that's why she was probably trying to distance herself away from it. Because if, like last night on the interview with What's Happened live with Andy, she said sometimes you need friends. You have to have them on the outside so they can see what's really going on the inside. So I don't know if you picked that up. But that's all I really wanted to say. Okay. And I just hope you have a good evening.
You too, Nicole. Perfect timing.
All right. Thank you. Bye-bye.
All right. Miss Esquire, I'm going to bring you up. Oh, hold on one second, Miss Esquire. I'm gonna bring up. I'm gonna bring up Mental Fit Chick because she was first. Let's see if this is gonna work. Mental Fit Chick, are you there? Unmute. Mental Fit Chick. You're still muted. Uh-oh. All right, we tried. I don't know what's happening. Sometimes, technology. All right, let's bring up Miss Esquire next. What's going on, Miss Esquire?
Hi, how are you doing, Campfire?
I'm well, how are you?
I'm good. Is my sound okay?
Yep.
Okay. How was your vacation?
Very good. Very good.
Well, while you were gone. You know, Tennessee killed democracy, and then we reinserted it. You know, I live in Nashville, so child, it's been a time down here. Y'all keep us in your thoughts and prayers. So I just want to say that if Bravo does not look at their contracts with these talents and put in there a clause that they cannot discuss like details before the reunion to any press that's not authorized by Bravo, they certainly will. Like, there's definitely going to be a Sandaval clause now in everybody's contract, because that was ridiculous.
I think there already is.
I mean, there might be a clause already if there's not, but I just think that that's absolutely ridiculous. And it wasn't, I mean, I don't understand why Andy got upset about it, because it really wasn't a good interview, and it didn't make Howdie Mandel look good, and it actually didn't make Tom look good either. But like many people, I am really tired of the Sandaval industrial complex. I'm tired of this Sandaval to podcast pipeline that is going on. I don't know why I see Jax on my television screen. I thought we got rid of him many, many years ago. He is a Horcrux. I would like him to go away. I am tired of listening to Lala. Even like Stassi, I'm like, Stassi girl, you need to stay away. I don't want to hear, like, and too many people are capitalizing on it. And I think that's what's making it like insufferable right now. Yeah. When it comes to Gizelle, let me tell you something. I ain't an obstetrician gynecologist, but I know when somebody's pregnant. And I may not be Jewish, but I know anti-Semitism when I hear it. And while I will defer ultimately to the Jewish community and the ADL, because I'm sure that they will have their finger on the pulse of this, as to whether it's anti-Semitic, I know what I'm hearing when I hear it. She is just an absolute mess. And she's so lucky that she has somehow endeared herself to Andy and others at Bravo, because I don't understand how she can't collect all these Bravo checks. She gives absolutely nothing. Nothing. All right, talk to you soon. Bye.
Thanks, Ms. Esquire. Take care. All right. I'm going to bring up Norma next, our spy in California. What's going on, Norma?
Hi, Kempire. I'm going to try to be as brief as possible, so I'm going to talk.
You have 2 minutes. Go ahead.
Glad to have you back. Glad to have you back. I just booked a movie, so I'm going to be gone for the month of May.
Yay!
So I'll be in Santa Barbara working, and happy birthday in advance. We are going into tourist season, and in the 3 or 4 days, or the 21st, we're going to be in Mercury in retrograde, so get all your ducks in a row.
Yeah.
And I loved what your previous caller just said. It's very hypocritical. I'm going to tell you why I listened to the Tom Sandoval interview with Howdie Mandel, because I wanted to hear his side of the story. Everybody and their uncle has all weighed in. This thing about him leaking is all stupid, because everybody has said something or another about the reunion. No. So that's hypocritical. And, you know, I want to hear from the horse's mouth. And yes, as everyone may have heard before, my son's fiance was really good friends with Rachel back in high school, and she was always boy crazy. That's one of the reasons why she stopped being friends with her, because she would put boys before girls, and she was stanky. And then, you know, I think the reason why Bravo is so upset is because they're going to lose money if people listen to the Howdie Mandel thing. And it was funny. And his big thing was not so much about the show. He wasn't talking about Vanderpump Rules. He was talking about Tom's experience. And he wanted to know, why is this making CNN? Why is this making national news?
Yeah.
Then I have one question about the Real Housewives girls trip. Why does Leah McSweeney always talk about her body fluids?
What?
Last week it was her period. Then she didn't have panties on, which is pretty nasty. And then, you know, she's throwing up today. I don't want to hear it. I don't want to hear it.
I warned you all about
I
her.
hope I did not ruin your dinner. I
No.
hope I didn't ruin your dinner.
No.
Did you eat well down south?
I did.
Okay. Good. Time's up. Love you guys. Hit the like button and support my man. Okay.
Thank you, Norma. Take care. What'd you say, Norma?
Happy pre-birthday.
Oh, thank you. And good luck with your movie. And keep us posted when it comes out.
Okay, I will. Okay, bye.
Bye. All right. That's also not only our spy, our actress. Okay? All right. Oh, Norma, also, I know you're listening backstage. I'm hearing good things about this new Sex in the City. I mean, I'm not in it. Look, maybe season 3. And Just Like That, that's coming. We're supposed to get longer episodes and things like that as well. I can't wait. One of our most played playlists here on the channel, on our YouTube channel, is our recaps of the Sex and the City spinoff and Just Like That. Who knew? I can't wait to talk about it. Maybe because I love it so much. You guys feel my passion for it. There's so many garbage trash shows that we cover. But that was a good one. Anyways. All right. Let's get to some more callers. Reality TV Erica, I'm going to bring you up next. What's going on, Reality TV Erica?
Hi, how are you?
Oh,
my
wow.
gosh, second time I'm getting a hold of you.
Yay.
Hope you enjoyed your vacay. Couple of things. Very unfortunate that with Queens of R&B, Escape, and Latocha, Escape and SWV, that Latocha, 30 years later, couldn't make a solo career work. So I think maybe we should just... It's a good thing she put out a gospel album because it's in the hands of the Lord now. Yeah. And with regards to Vanderpump Rules, it's such a disappointment to see the way that this show has turned out. Like, I remember I went to LA back in 2013 and I went to Sir, and all of these guys were working that night. I was the only person who was in there with a 10-year-old child, Lisa Vanderpump. We sat with her at dinner. She was so nice, and we got pictures with all of them. And just to see the way it's kind of like trashly kind of turned into like this kind of sleazy show is just really disappointing. So, and my last thing that I was going to ask you, so as someone who went to BravoCon in New York, do you feel like it's worth it to go to Vegas?
Oof. I'm probably not the right person to ask because I just don't know what the logistics will be in Vegas. I know it's cheaper, allegedly, for them. So that's part of the reason why.
Not for me, because
Me
I'm in
either. I gotta
Canada,
take a flight.
So we're behind. So I've actually been looking at I was looking at the preferred rates with their hotels, and I was looking at the rates to go to Vegas that weekend, and it's like quadrupled in price to what it normally is. So it's kind of crazy. Yeah, they've already started it. So I'm kind of like, I'm like a Bravo head and I love all the shows, but I'm just kind of wondering, like, I would already put in my mind that it was going to be in New York this year, but now with it being in Vegas, I'm just not sure. So I just wanted to get your feedback on that. So I know I'm over my time, so
that's okay.
You can hang up and still answer.
I will, and I will. Thank you so much for calling in, Erica.
No problem. Take care. Have a good night.
You too. I'm not surprised by the prices going up because anytime there's an event, like I said, I have to keep reminding myself the experience that I had at BravoCon in New York, and it really was. It had nothing to do with the Housewives. It had nothing to do with the reality TV stars or the celebrities that were there. It really was meeting everyone that enjoys our content on TikTok. I met a lot of people that watch me on TikTok at BravoCon. That for me is the most memorable part of BravoCon. So part of me is like, that is worth it because there were quite a few of you that were not able to come to New York and will be able to make it to Vegas. So I'm sort of like, and I haven't officially booked a tour yet. So maybe, but the prices, where am I? It's in November because they pushed it back. It was in October this past year. Y'all know I go away for Christmas. We'll see. We'll see. Stay tuned. Stay tuned. I don't know. I don't know if it's worth it for everyone else. It really depends. You have to know your own budget. Everyone's budget is a little bit different. If you can afford it, to me, it's worth it because the event itself is just jam-packed with so many different things and so many opportunities to meet some of your favorite people, from the reality TV stars to the content creators that recap some of your favorite shows. I'm just not sure if I'm going to be one. I know a lot of people are like, why aren't you doing a panel? Why aren't you hosting a panel? That's up to NBC Universal, and they usually use their people, and I don't work for them. So then there's that. All right. So, I mean, if they're going to fly me out to host the panel, then that's a whole other situation. Anyways, shout out to my new friend that I made at BravoCon, Gia Peppers. She does she work for NBC? But she hosted the Potomac panel, and she did a fantastic job. And then I got to meet her backstage, and she was one of my favorite people that I met. Just saying, She's you know, doing her thing in regards to being a media personality. All right, and host. Osen, thank you so much for the super chat. I forgot the super chat. Sorry, y'all. Osen says biscuits and bullets. LLC. Thank you, Osen, for the super chat. Not biscuit and bullets. Congrats. Thank you so much, Foxy, for 260,000 subs. We hit it today. Yay! We're almost at 300,000 now. Thank you, Mama Allie. Oh, there we go. She said, congrats, Kempire, for hitting 260,000 YouTube followers. Thank you, thank you, thank you. Appreciate you. Shout out to our King's Guards, guys. Don't forget to show some love to our King's Guards as well. Olivia, thank you so much for the super chat. We appreciate you supporting the channel as well. Mental Fit Chick. Oh, I get issues, I'm sure. StreamYard. She says, I keep getting lost connection when I unmute. What you see with Stormy is real. Stormy is such a loyal and genuine friend. Stormy from Love and Marriage Huntsville. Genuine friend and believes in building real relationships. If I call her at 1 a.m. Oh, that's your friend? If I call her at 1 a.m., she's there. Stay tuned, guys, for our next recap. I enjoyed the premiere episode of Love and Marriage Huntsville. I wasn't sure because, like, why are we coming back so quickly? I wasn't sure, but I like Stormy. Some of y'all still don't like Stormy. I'm gonna make a little sound effect. What's up? I'm just saying. Anyways, if you missed our recap I did recap. I think only recaps that I didn't do was like the 90 Day Fiance recaps that we normally do on Tuesday Takeover. That's probably the only recap that I didn't do during my getaway. I even did a Vanderpump Rules video while I was away. Just saying. So be sure to check those out of anything that you missed. And we posted 2 new videos earlier today talking about Monique and talking about the Shanquella Robinson story. The family is speaking out. Let's get to some more callers. Winter, I'm going to bring you up next. What's going on, Winter?
Hey, Kempire, how you doing?
Oh, well, how are you?
Good, good. So about the scandal, I'm kind of over it. I kind of been over it. I've been watching Vanderpump Rules since season 1 for years. It has been good, and then it started going downhill. But the interview with Tom, that with the guy, I forgot his name.
Howdie Mandel.
Anyways, it was pretty good. I felt like I saw his point of view and his side. I don't agree with the way he went about it. Obviously, cheating is not right?
Yeah.
But I do understand where he's coming from, because you can see that Ariana, she has that personality where, you know, she spoke about it in the past. She has like insecurities and stuff like that. So I could see where he was coming from with certain things. But of course, the way he handled it was completely wrong. I think it's what made it so big is not that he cheated, it was who he cheated with. That's the problem.
And do you believe there's more other women?
Yeah. I don't know. I don't know. And then Gizelle, Ultimate Girls Trip, it's kind of getting boring. I feel like, the whole episode was about the bottle. And I'm like, you got to give us more than that. Like, it's not that hard to find that alcohol bottle. Like, come on, you're dragging it now. I feel like she was trying to stir up some mess, and Portia was going along with it. The funniest part is when Portia told her about Pedialyte, Candace. I was dying. Like, no, she didn't. But yeah,
they're carrying that show right now.
They are, and I was just like, they got to give us more. Like, it's not giving what it was supposed to give. That's my only opinion, honestly.
Okay.
But,
all right.
Yeah.
Thank you so much for calling in, Winter.
All right, I'll see you. Bye-bye.
All right. Excuse me. I see we have a couple people that already were up. I will bring you guys up just to double check in a second. But first off, reclaimed. Okay. Reclaimed roof tiles. What's going on? What's going on, reclaimed roof tiles? Why can't I hear you? Uh-oh. Oh, something must be going on with the internet tonight, y'all. Reclaimed roof tiles, drop out and call back in. I'm going to double check to see if Miss Esquire and Miss, in my opinion, have additional thoughts. Additional thoughts, Miss Esquire?
No, I don't know why I'm still back here, but let me
that's
just
okay.
say this. Melody is killing Love and Marriage Huntsville. She's a Shawnee O'Neal meets a Gizelle Bryant, and I want her off the show. I'll say more about that on our next recap. Bye.
Okay, bye. Oh, damn. That's Love and Marriage Huntsville, y'all. Oh, wow. All right, let me check with in my opinion. In my opinion, did you have additional thoughts before I let everyone go?
Hey, Kempire, I forgot about Melissa. Okay, let me tell you something. The reason why Melissa like, let me hold on.
She's about to go in on Melissa
Okay,
Gorga.
the reason why people thinking about Melissa like that is, although she can articulate, she lie. Okay, and we tired of catching her in her lies. Okay, because they all said they was done with Teresa. Then they get on Watch What Happened Live, and she come to us, oh, well, you don't know. And Joe like, yeah, you don't know. We can get it together. We can go to counseling. Please, Lord. Now I don't want y'all to go to counseling. I want you off the show. Okay, and then I want Melody off the show too. Like, I cannot go through a whole nother season of another Destiny. I can't do it.
Oh. Okay. All right. Thank you so much. So much, in my opinion. Maybe my opinion has strong opinions when it comes to that whole situation with the Gorgas and the Real Housewives of New Jersey. She reminded me, though, there was an aspect that I did want to talk about, and I will get to some more callers. Callers, be patient with me. We are live. How long have we been live, y'all? Only an hour and a half. We're good. We go longer than this before. Calm down, everyone. Hold on. I want to play this clip from the after show. All right? Let me just play this quick clip from the after show. Oh, wait. But let me first say, Danielle, happy birthday to one of our King's Guards. Happy birthday, Danielle. Danielle's been a loyal supporter on multiple platforms ever since the pandemic. So like almost 3 years almost, Danielle. Thank you for your support. All right, let's get to this. For those that are just joining us, this is a special Thirsty Thursday that we're doing. We're covering everything that we may have missed over the last week since I decided I'm going to take a vacation. So this after show situation, this stood out to me because I thought this was so interesting that Danielle, the new housewife, is claiming that Melissa took one of her pieces and didn't pay her for it. Wait.
So I had to run to Walmart and get the plastic version of it. So I showed up with plastic hangers, and Melissa's like, no, I'm going to give you nice hangers. I want you to look professional. And I was like, okay. You know, when she came in, she was a little disheveled. She had hangers that were mismatching. Oh, my God. Some of the clothes were falling off the hangers. You know, I just had to, like, help her out. I pulled my girls in real quick. I swapped out her hangers for her. I was
That
like,
was nice.
Yes, like, I wanted it to look presentable. It's got such a beautiful boutique. She really does. She sells a T-shirt for $1 million, and I'm not in that range. So for me, I'm like, this is a really upscale brand. This is an upscale boutique. And it was nice. I was like, oh. You know, she invited some of her friends there. So it was like just an excuse to kind of like get everyone together. You know, I posted her on my Instagram, posted her company so that people check it out. You know, I was just trying to like help out a mom who I know wants to get into business and a business that's very similar to mine. You know, I'm at a level now where I'm able to do that.
That's nice, though.
Yeah, and it feels good. Like,
is she grateful?
I feel like she was grateful at the time, yes. I hate to throw shade, but she took an outfit from me and never paid me for it. And literally all my friends bought, are you serious? Thousands of dollars from her store. So, and I know she's going to say, well, I helped you. But in reality, she made a lot of money off of all the people that I brought into that store that day.
Did she say she was going to pay you? Like, I'm going to send you money? Or did she, did she say, can I have it?
It wasn't a lot, but she never paid me for the outfit she got. I think she gifted me a little cute thing. She I think so. I can't remember.
You bought it.
I did? I bought it.
It was for somebody that was just born, they just had a baby. It was a 3-piece set. It was a gift. I have a good
Rachel.
memory.
Oh, my God.
Rachel, were you there?
Right.
You paid for it.
Right. Yes, I bought something.
It was like $25, I think she charged you.
It was a $25 outfit. Were you there?
No, you called me.
Oh. If she ever comes out and says, well, I did you a really big favor by putting you on Envy and putting you on my platform, thank you. I really didn't get any sales from you promoting me. But my friends also, one friend walked out and she's like, I don't know what the just happened. I just spent $700 in the store. She was like, I don't do this for anybody. I did you a favor. You know, favor goes two ways in this situation.
Exactly.
Do you think that she...
Okay, let me just say something, y'all. This is why I always twerk on a fence and why I'm always team me, because I feel like both of them in this video are, I don't want to say lying, maybe lying. No, lying or exaggerating are wrong. I feel like both people are wrong in this situation. First off, Danielle, she hosted you in her overpriced boutique, okay? That is an opportunity. First, it was filmed. And I'm sure she drew a lot of people there too, because it was being filmed. At the same time, when Rachel Fuda is trying to help Melissa in this moment in regards to, yeah, you called me and you told me that you bought this. Like, I'm just sort of like, why? Melissa, I know you got $25 and we saw what Danielle was selling. It's not overpriced envy items. However, I don't understand why, and this is why people get into this whole I'm Team Teresa, and we're seeing this on this cast. But Danielle, you are sort of like blindly following these folks to the point that you're bringing this up. And I literally just said in my recap, I like the fact that Melissa and Danielle are forging their own friendship separate from the whole Teresa situation. Of course, she's the one on this last episode that is asking Jennifer, what did Laura say? What did Laura say? And then she's like, I wish I didn't ask. I wish I didn't ask. Really? I also feel, and I said this in my recap of the Real Housewives of New Jersey, I felt like that was a planned situation because Jennifer Aiden, you gave up that information way too easily. She's like, I really don't want to do it. I really don't want to, especially because this happened to me last year. Really? But like I said, in this moment, when Rachel is trying to help Melissa in this moment, and I'm thinking to myself, this is so suspect, Melissa. I think I bought something. And then Rachel's coming in like, yeah, you bought something. It was like $25. You both look guilty in this moment too. But the fact that Danielle would bring this up during their after show, it was sort of like, was it a really expensive outfit that you had to make a big deal about it? You had to bring it up during the after show? Was it that big of a deal? I mean, because look, no matter how you feel, Melissa says, I'm really on another level right now. Are you guys buying envy stuff? I don't know. I don't buy that stuff. Do they sell men's clothing? Probably not. So she says she's on. I mean, she is. I mean, she still has a boutique that's still open. So I don't know. I just felt like that whole segment of the after show, I was just like, you both are looking ridiculous in this moment. Both of you. That's just me. Danielle, I still kind of like you on the show, but you are giving, like, I'm desperate to stay on this show. I want to be, a star. I'm still going to get to the bottom of that whole brother situation. Just saying. All right. Miss Bernice is backstage, and we're going to bring her up. What's going on, Miss Bernice?
Hey, what up, though? Hey, Kempire.
What's going on?
I'm glad you're back and you enjoyed your vacation.
Thank you.
You know what, Danielle? See, it's that Jezebel spirit is bad. And then that pick-me spirit is even worse than Jezebel spirit. Because you know what you're going to get from a Jezebel spirit. But a pick-me spirit, that was pick me. Because I'm sorry. I'm coming into your space, and I'm gonna be selling my clothes in your space. You said $25. I wouldn't have said nothing. Thank you. That's a gift to you. I made this much, and I'm gonna make even more because my stuff is word of mouth is gonna go. So I'm gonna get double back of that overpriced, ugly children's clothes. We're not going to go there. Okay. Oh, it looked like Liberace just exploded his closet in little kids' clothes. Ugh. Is this how we shopping nowadays? Okay, let's not go there. Jennifer A. This little, and she keep blaming Margaret for her daughter wants to be a therapist. It's your fault and your husband's fault because you never discussed the infidelity and you internalize that. And kids are not stupid. Kids are empaths.
Yeah.
They know when, even though mom and daddy may not be arguing in front of us, they know when their parents is off.
No.
So you internalize that guilt and that regret and that anger that you had towards your husband, and you fed it to your children.
All right.
And they need to fire that therapist because I do a better job being their marriage therapist than that lady. I'm sorry. Sorry, not sorry.
Thank you, Miss Bernice. Have a good night.
You too. Bye-bye.
Bye. Wait, we have Norma backstage again. I want to see if she has something new that she wanted to add. Norma, did you have something else that you wanted to say?
Yes, I wanted to talk about Vegas.
Okay.
Now,
BravoCon in Vegas.
yes, my friends want to go, so they want to stay on the Strip. Now, if you've never been on the Strip, it's like an insular city. It's not like one of them was like, oh, we can go to the market. No, honey, there's no market there. It's nothing but hotel, boutiques, restaurants, blah, 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 blah. If you want to be cost efficient, look for Airbnbs on the outskirts of the city and just take an Uber in. You'll be able to sleep at night. People don't sleep at night. If you're very weird about your rest and noise and stuff, stay outside. The prices for the BravoCon block at Cedars are gone. I mean, there's no more. If you want to stay there, it's $700 a night.
What?
It starts at $629, but with resort fees and tips, it goes up to $765 for one room, one night at Caesar's Palace. I looked it up today. I've been doing my homework. Since I fly to Vegas all the time because I have a little grandson that lives there, I could stay there for free. But I'm going to stay with my friends. Leaving Vegas is expensive. Flying into Vegas is cheaper. Like I could fly on Spirit Airlines for $19 and then $200 to leave.
I'm glad you're still with us.
It's all gonna and I'm letting you know also that in the Strip, everything is super priced. The lines for breakfast is going to be crazy. Like I was there in the summer, which is the off season, by the way, and it was an hour wait at Starbucks just for a coffee, and the prices are 20% higher because they charge more. So just keep that in mind. You know, I think if you have your own place, like in my opinion, it's smart to have a condo, call her up, but that way you could cook. I mean, another thing, one of my friends was like, oh, I'll just bring a Diet Coke to the room. I don't need coffee in the morning. I go, girl, there are no refrigerators in the room. They don't have refrigerators. You got to rent the refrigerator. And if you have a refrigerator and there's stuff in there, don't take it out because there's sensors and they will charge you. So believe me, I put in yeah. So just know what you're getting into. The Strip is wonderful, but once you're there a day or two, you're going to want to shoot yourself. So the best thing to do, I'm just saying, to be cost efficient, grab some friends, rent a house. You could buy food and stuff, and it's not far. It's just a 15-minute drive into the Strip.
Is Circus still open?
Yeah, I think so. Yeah, but you could get little adjacent cities. You could get little hotels. I was there one time, and I was in Henderson, and the prices went up because there was some kind of convention. But they're used to that. But just start looking now. All of the BravoCon rooms are completely sold out. And I don't know how much the tickets are to go into BravoCon.
Well, I'm hoping that the prices for BravoCon will be cheaper than they were here in New York because they were trying to cover the New York prices. I don't know. But so far, y'all making me really like, I don't know.
If they're going to charge you to watch Tom Sandoval on Peacock, it's not going to be cheaper.
Yeah.
And a lot of people from LA and from adjacent, Arizona, so they're all going to be driving in. So if you really want to go, I'm sure it's going to be fun.
Oh yeah.
But just know that they're going to nickel and dime everything you do, and it's a lot of money. So,
Damn.
okay, that's all I had to say.
Thank you so
Everybody
much,
go
Norma.
home now and let Kempire eat.
Thank you.
It's dinner. It's 7:30 over there. Okay, love you guys.
Thanks,
Bye.
Norma. Bye. I mean, that was very helpful information, though. That was very helpful information. And honestly, that's probably what I would do. I probably would end up getting like an Airbnb. I mean, that would be kind of cool to do with other people, but I don't like a lot of people. You really get to see another side of people if you stay with them. Maybe I can convince one of my real friends in real life to come with me, and we get an Airbnb. That is an idea. I don't know. All right. I want to thank everyone for being here. Shout out to everyone that called in. Let me take these down. Let me spin this around. All right. Thank you for everyone that called in. Shout out to the members of the channel. We appreciate you guys. We're almost at 1,400 likes, but we have 1,700 people in the building. Look, some of y'all couldn't hang. Y'all couldn't hang. We were here for almost 2 hours. Y'all could not hang. It's okay though. It's all right. Replay crew, we haven't forgotten about you either. Please let us know your thoughts on anything that we covered, where you're watching from, and more. Anything that your reaction to what I had to say, your reaction to what the callers had to say. We want to hear a lot. Someone said go eat KFC. I don't know if I want KFC. I just came from the South. Am I really gonna go to KFC? Oh, I should have had KFC in the South. I wonder what that tastes like. Roro said, Kemp, are you into Love is Blind? Roro, are you new? We've covered Love is Blind. I know the new season came out. I just been busy. But bro, you're not new. I feel like I've seen your face for a very long time. But no, I probably will talk about Love is Blind, the new season, on our Tuesday takeover. Because at least then by the weekend I can kind of like catch up and watch. Don't forget, guys, we will be live tomorrow, probably same time, same place, recapping the Real Housewives Ultimate Girls Trip episode that came out today as well. We're going to get out of here. Let me just say thank you again. Happy birthday to Danielle. Thank you for the super chat. You didn't have to send a super chat to say happy birthday to yourself, but that is very Aries. Sashay Shante, thank you so much for the super chat. She says, what if Sandaval pushed Rachel and Schwartz to kiss to stick it to Katie one last time? I see Sando being that petty. Damn, really? I feel like that's what everyone else was trying to do. I feel like that's what everyone else was definitely trying to do. Rashima, thank you so much for the super chat. She says, I think Sandoval gaslit that interview, and it's all coming out in the reunion on Watch What Happens Live. They basically insinuated it. You know what I do love is that you guys can call in, and so many of you have different opinions, and I love that. I love that for us. Rashima, thank you so much for another super chat. She says, what do you think about the Ozempic use on Bravo? Oh, I talked a little bit about that during, I think not this week's recap of the Real Housewives of New Jersey, but last week's when Dolores was on Watch What Happens Live, and she just sort of flippantly says, yeah, I'm using Ozempic. Okay. But in the South, they're using it a lot. The town that I was in, I heard that everybody in that place is using that or the other one. Rashima, thank you so much for the super chat. I think it's, we had a caller call in and mention how all these celebrities and doctors are writing these prescriptions for Ozempic and some other weight loss drugs are making it impossible for people that really need it for diabetes and things like that to get. So that to me is what makes it, and of course, there's a larger conversation to have about pharmaceuticals and what they're doing with that. But Sharon, thank you so much for the super chat. She says, Kempire, I seen something on Ultimate Girls Trip. It's a new episode I can't unsee. Heather, they should have edited that out. Come on, now I need to go watch. Sharon, you always dropping something. Wow. Look, wow. All right. Thank you all for being here. Thank you to everyone that called in. Thank you to our members of the channel. To become a member of the channel, head on over to teamkempire.com/join for everything Kempire, from our podcast to our merchandise, which I am working on a new whole situation. So stay tuned for that. Head on over to thekempire.com. Again, thank you to our King's Guards. We could not do this without them, so be sure to thank them. We're going to get out of here. I will be live tomorrow recapping the latest episode of The Real Housewives of No, Real Housewives Ultimate Girls Trip. Sidebar. Wait. You didn't leave yet, did you? Andy did say that the Real Housewives of New Orleans is not happening. He says that's a whole other production company that's filming something. I mean, they might be shopping it to Bravo, but he said it's not confirmed. He also says that, what did he else? Oh, the Real Housewives of Las Vegas, not happening either. I think a lot of people are waiting on the Real Housewives of Chicago, to be honest. Just saying. Just saying. All right, y'all. Tomorrow, I will be live at 5:30 p.m. Eastern, 2:30 p.m. PST to recap the Real Housewives Ultimate Girls Trip's latest episode. So be sure to subscribe to the channel and turn on your notification bells so you don't miss out on anything. All right. Oh, Gloria, you didn't see? I wore it like 2 weeks ago when I got it. She said, "Did you get your Send It to Daryl hoodie?" I did, and I wore it on live. It's a very big hoodie. And it's very thick. It's good quality. All right. All right. Let's get out of here, guys. Again, if you haven't already, like the video. Let's get to 1,500 likes before the end of this live. I appreciate all of you that stuck around for the almost 2-hour live show. It's our first live show in the last week. No, last week and a half. There we go. All right. I'm going to get out of here, guys. Have a great rest of your evening, and I'll see you guys tomorrow.
I know you feel it in the nighttime, and you've given all your days while they were waiting on the right time. You went and made your wave. I don't need reasons to live. There's no reason to quit, it's all I know. So once again, I'm gone with the summer. Yeah. Gone with the summer. Once again, I'm gone with the summer. They be trying to count us out, we highly endowed. They must not know what's at stake, what we fighting about. This tradition to a wordsmith, the missile shooter. I'm my automatic sniper, I bet this'll do ya. I give reason and ether to all the line soldiers. I'm undefeated, my region remains on my shoulders. I've cried nights, that's only because of highlights. I find life in knowing I'm playing mine right. Wicked crimes from them wannabe crown. Try to lead me to the deep where I might cunningly drown. At times I thought they got me where they wanted me now. But like the sun, I rise up when I don't wanna be down, and that's real. I know you feel it in the nighttime, and you've given all your days while they were waiting on the right time. You went and made your wave. I don't need reasons to live. There's no reason to quit, it's all I know. So once again, I'm gone with the summer. Yeah. Gone with the summer. They ain't never been eye to eye with Satan in the broad daylight. Gone left while they all sway right. A true maverick, unbothered by what y'all made right. A naysayer slayer, I'm filleting all daylight. Yeah, we in that upside down, I manage not to sink. They keep our eyes wide shut, I manage not to blink. Another decade or maybe they not faking. Maybe it's more to it, maybe we got taken advantage of. Either way, the damage is done. The bottom feeders get to eat all them glamorous crumbs. Where all them seekers of truth, the speakers of the youth. We come and go with the summers, keep believing in you. I know you feel it in the nighttime, and you've given all your days while they were waiting on the right time. You went and made your wave. I don't need reasons to live. There's no reason to quit, it's all I know. So once again, I'm gone with the summer. Yeah. Gone with the summer. Yeah. Once again, I'm gone with the summer.